The Seven Dials Mystery, Chapter 32. Bundle is Dumfounded. "That's right," said Battle, as Moskarovsky leapt up and came round to Bundle. "Get a chair for her. It's been a bit of a shock, I can see." Bundle sank down on a chair.
Ow.
She felt limp and faint with surprise. Battle went on talking in a quiet, comfortable way, wholly characteristic of him. "You didn't expect to see me, Lady Eileen. No and no more. Did some of the others sitting round this table? Mr. Moskarovsky's been my lieutenant, in a manner of speaking. He's been in the know all along. But most of the others have taken their orders blindly from him." Still Bundle said no word. She was a most unusual state of affairs for her, simply incapable of speech. Battle nodded at her comprehendingly, seeming to understand the state of her feelings. "You'll have to get rid of one or two preconceived ideas of yours, I'm afraid, Lady Eileen. About this society, for instance. I know it's common enough in books. A secret organization of criminals with a mysterious supercriminal at the head of it, whom no one ever sees. That sort of thing may exist in real life, but I can only say that I've never come across anything of the sort, and I've had a good deal of experience one way or another. But there's a lot of romance in the world, Lady Eileen. People, especially young people, like reading about such things, and they like still better really doing them. I'm going to introduce you now to a very creditable band of amateurs that has done remarkably fine work for my department, work that nobody else could have done. If they've chosen rather melodramatic trappings, well, why shouldn't they? They've been willing to face real danger, danger of the very worst kind. And they've done it for these reasons. Love of danger for its own sake, which to my mind is a very healthy sign in these safety-first days, and an honest wish to serve their country. And now, Lady Eileen, I'm going to introduce you. First of all, there's Mr. Moskarovsky, whom you already know in a manner of speaking. As you're aware, he runs the club, and he runs a host of other things too. He's our most valuable secret anti-Bolshevist agent in England. No. 5 is Count Andrus of the Hungarian embassy. A very near and dear friend of the late Mr. Gerald Wade. No. 4 is Mr. Hayward Phelps, an American journalist, whose British sympathies are very keen, and whose aptitude for scenting news is remarkable. No. 3. He stopped, smiling, and Bundle stared dumbfounded into the sheepish, grinning face of Bill Eversley. No. 2 went on Battle in a graver voice, can only show an empty place. It is the place belonging to Mr. Ronald Devereux, a very gallant young gentleman who died for his country if any man ever did. No one. Well, no. 1 was Mr. Gerald Wade, another very gallant gentleman who died in the same way. His place was taken not without some grave misgivings on my part by a lady who has proved her fitness to have it, and who has been a great help to us. The last to do so? No. 1 removed her mask, and Bundle looked without surprise into the beautiful, dark face of Countess Radsky. "I might have known," said Bundle resentfully, "that you were too completely the beautiful foreign adventuress to be anything of the kind, really." "But you don't know the real joke," said Bill. "Bundle, this is Babe St. Moore. You remember my telling you about her and what a ripping actress she was, and she's about proved it." "That's so," said Miss St. Moore in pure transatlantic nasal. "But it's not a terrible lot of credit to me because Papa and Mama came from that part of Europe, so I got the patter fairly easy. Gee, but I nearly gave myself away once at the Abbey, talking about gardens." She paused and then said abruptly, It's not been just fun. You see, I was kinder engaged to Ronnie, and when he handed in his checks, well, I had to do something to track down the skunk who murdered him. That's all." "I'm completely bewildered," said Bundle. "Nothing is what it seems. It's very simple, Lady Eileen," said Superintendent Battle. "Began with some of the young people wanting a bit of excitement. It was Mr. Wade who first got on to me. He suggested the formation of a band of what you might call amateur workers to do a bit of secret service work. I warned him that it might be dangerous, but he wasn't the kind to weigh that in the balance. I made it plain to him that anyone who came in must do so on that understanding. But bless you, that wasn't going to stop any of Mr. Wade's friends. Ain't. And so the thing began." "But what was the object of it all?" asked Bundle. "We wanted a certain man, wanted him badly. He wasn't an ordinary crook. He worked in Mr. Wade's world, a kind of Raffles, but much more dangerous than any Raffles ever was or could be. He was out for big stuff, international stuff. Twice already valuable secret inventions had been stolen, and clearly stolen by someone who had inside knowledge. The professionals had had a try and failed. Then the amateurs took on and succeeded. Succeeded? Succeeded? Yes, but they didn't come out of it unscathed. The man was dangerous. 2 lives fell victim to him, and he got away with it. But the 7 Dials stuck to it, and as I say, they succeeded. Thanks to Mr. Eversley, the man was caught at last red-handed. Who was he? Asked Bundle. Do I know him? You know him very well, Lady Eileen. His name's Mr. Jimmy Thesiger, and he was arrested this afternoon.